Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as the one-handed mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we're working on a Craftsman T2200, and I'm going to show you, in my opinion, how to remove and reinstall your mower deck. And I'm going to show you a couple tools over here that we need today. All you really need is a pry bar to lift up on the back side of the mower deck so you can get the hangers loosened up, a pair of pliers to take clips off. A lot of people commented that, that if you use a block of wood, you can also put the block of wood underneath the mower deck before you put the mower deck down, and it'll also relieve the stress tension on the hangers that we're going to take off, and that works great. I have done it, and yeah, I highly recommend using blocks of wood if you need it. I just, for fast reasons, getting it done fast, I can use a pry bar, but I'm going to show you how to do this now. And first thing you want to do is put your emergency brake on, which this one is already, just so your machine doesn't move on you. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the mower deck all the way in down position and lock it in. I'm going to come down to the right hand side mower deck, and we're going to take off this first rear hanger here. Now, like I said, if this hanger is loose, but if your mower deck is hanging on the hanger and there's tension on it, all you would need to do is either use a pry bar and lift up, and that'll relieve the tension, or like I said, before you put the mower deck down, you can slide a piece of wood underneath the mower deck and then lift it up on the edge of the mower deck, and it'll sit on this and that'll relieve the tension. But this has no tension on it, so you want to take off these, I call these butterfly clips, and they work really well. Try to make sure that you face all your clips forward facing rearward, so when you push them in, you're going rearward, because if you're driving forward and they get hit, they'll go in, they won't fall off. If you have them the opposite direction and they get hit, there is a chance they could pop out. So always have your clips facing the rearward position and all your clips, and you'll be good to go. Go ahead and take this washer off. This will just slide out. Now, again, like I said, if it's too tight, you got to pick up the mower deck a little bit and it'll come right off. We're gonna go ahead to this arm here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this clip out. Drop that down. Now we can take the mower deck belt off here. There are two U-hooks, one on one side and one on the other. You have to make sure that the belt is in between the center of them when you reinstall this. So we're going to take it out and drop it down. Now we're going to go to the other side of the mower deck. Okay, so we're on the front of the mower deck here, and the belt is hanging from, because we took it off the other side, we're going to go ahead, there's also a U-loop here, and we're going to take it out of that loop and just drop it down a little bit off to the side. This one has a smaller bow tie clip. I love these clips. I don't know if you have them or not, but if you can actually order them online probably and get them. You can order them online. Take the washer off. This is loose a little bit. If they're not loose, you have to pick up the mower deck a little bit. It'll come off. I highly recommend, if you're going to have your mower deck off for any certain amount of time, take this bar out of your front so it does not jackknife and you forget about it. It's going to be hanging on the ground, and if you go in reverse, you can actually bend this very easily. We're just going to leave it off to the side. We're just taking the mower deck off. So we're going to come around to this bracket here. Same thing with the clip. I'm just going to take it off, slide that out. We do have this cable. This is your PTO engagement cable. This is what engages your mower deck blades. We have, if you follow it up here, there's a little clip right here. And you just push it in with your finger, it'll pop open. That'll get your cable off to the side. We have to take this clip here out. And be careful, I probably should be wearing gloves, because you can get, okay, it's out, washer, slide off your hanger. Now at this point, we're gonna slide the mower deck out, because we have to get this cable off. Okay, so we have to take this cable off of the mower deck before you can get your mower out all the way. And it just has, a lot of times I have a clip pin here. Okay, this has a little teeny tab underneath it that needs to be pushed up into itself, and then you pull the cable out. And I'll show you right here. This little teeny clip right here, that's what holds it into this bracket. And the nice thing about this bracket right here is a lot of machines do not have this adjustment. This is pretty nice. You can actually adjust this bracket back a little bit to put a little more tension on your blade belt if needed. But if your blade belt is the correct size, you should not need to move this. But but it is a nice option. We can move the mower deck out a little bit more. Now you have to be careful, but we have a long cable here, and your cable is attached to a spring, and it has a little hook right here. All you're going to do is do it 90 degrees up, wiggle it out from the hole. You see that little opening right here? So we're just going to put it into this hole right here. And you just have to make sure that you go underneath your blade brake rod and also your belt. So when you take it out and put it back in, you're going to go in there like that. Just put this off to the side. Then you can just slide it on out, and there you go. Mower deck is off. Let's go ahead and reinstall it. Now when you reinstall your mower deck, make sure these arms are folded over forward, because if they're like this and you put it under, you're going to have to pull it all back out again because it's not correct. So we're going to go ahead and slide that in. Just enough that we can go ahead and put this cable underneath the brake rod, underneath the belt. I'm going to go ahead and put that in like so. We do have to move this arm up so we can get the cable under it. And then we just pull that out. It'll clip in right here, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this arm back over, but I'm going to push it in while we're doing this, like that. So this is hanging out here. Okay, so we're going reverse order. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. They usually only have one on one side and you have a straight bracket on the other. If you have a machine that just has a straight rod that comes down with no adjustment on it, I'll put in a link in the description below to purchase this adjuster rod. They're pretty much the same rod for so many different model machines. Husqvarna, American Yard products, they're all made by the same company. And if you only have one adjuster on one side, you can't adjust the other side. So it's really important that you have both of these are adjustable on each side. And I'll put that part number in the link in the description below. Go ahead and put the washer on. Put the clip in, facing rearward. Now with the cable, we're going to go ahead and slide it up to our clip, which is here. If you don't have the clip, some did and some didn't. But if you don't have the clip, I think some of them just hung like right here on the deck, and that was fine. We have the arm here to put it up in, and I'm going to have to roll the machine forward to get the clip in there. And I'm just going to put the bow tie clip facing rearward. This one's a little tight. There it is. I'm going to go up front here. We're going to go ahead and put the belt in between the loop. I'm going to push it around the front pulley. Now I'm going to put the front rod into the mower deck. And if you have problems putting this in, you can pick up the front of the mower deck and it'll help you align that. And everybody's going to say, why is there two holes? A lot of them are different. This bracket goes on different mower decks, but just remember to put this rod back in the hole that it came out of, and you can see the wear mark where the washer was. And washer. Just going to put the clip in there now. Okay, we're going to go around the other side. I'm going to go ahead and put the center arm up. And you do have to manipulate the mower deck around a little bit to get these lined up, but they do line up. Clip, facing rearward. Rear hanger, another adjustable rear hanger. Like I said, if you don't have an adjustable rear hanger, definitely replace it with one so you can adjust the mower deck. You gotta get up front with the belt, right here. Put it in a loop. Now at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and engage the mower deck and then come down to make sure that you have the belt is running on all the pulleys the way it should be. Make sure everything is proper. And don't forget to disengage your mower deck so the machine will run. At this point, I would highly suggest adjusting your tire pressure, leveling your mower deck out. I'll put a link in the description below how to level the mower deck. It may not be this exact model, but it'll give you a sense of how to level the mower deck in my opinion. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.